Hormonal fatigue is one of the most overlooked and most misdiagnosed conditions in women's healthcare. And the research is consistent. When your hormonal system is even slightly out of balance, the result is the kind of tired that coffee stopped fixing a long time ago. Millions of women are sleeping 8 hours and waking up feeling like they have not slept at all. Going to their doctor, being told their bloods are normal. Going home and quietly adding exhaustion to the long list of things they just push through because nobody has given them a reason not to. It is not laziness. It is not stress. And it was never about the sleep. It is about specific hormones that standard blood panels almost never check. Hormones that are silently draining millions of women every single day. Hormones your doctor has probably never mentioned in any conversation about your tiredness. By the end of this video, you are going to know exactly what they are, why they fail in the way they do, and what to ask for at your next appointment, before you spend another year being told you are fine when you very clearly are not. Energy is not rest. There are two completely different biological processes that most people spend their entire lives confusing for each other. Think of your body as a factory. Sleep is the overnight maintenance crew. But if the factory's power supply is running at 60%, the maintenance crew cannot fix that. They can only work with what they have got. And what they have got is not enough. 3 hormones run that power supply. And the odds are that nobody has checked all 3 together, because that would require being thorough, and thorough takes time. Your thyroid is the factory's master dial, the dial that controls how fast every single process in your body runs. Metabolism, energy production, brain speed, gut function, everything. When that dial turns down even slightly, every process slows. Not enough to trigger an obvious alarm, just enough to make you feel like you are running through water while everyone around you moves at normal speed and somehow has energy to be enthusiastic about things. The standard thyroid test measures the signal being sent to your thyroid, not what it is actually producing in response. It is like measuring how loud someone is shouting orders at a factory without checking whether the machines are actually responding. To see what your thyroid is actually doing, you need free T3 and free T4. Most standard panels do not include them. Most women never know to ask. Ferritin is stored iron, and iron is not just about anemia. Without adequate ferritin, your power plants cannot complete the energy cycle. The result is a heaviness that follows you everywhere. A brain thinking through fog so thick you forget what you were saying mid-sentence and stare into the middle distance hoping nobody noticed. Your ferritin can be critically depleted while your standard hemoglobin looks completely normal. You go to the doctor, they run bloods. Everything is fine, apparently. You go home, still exhausted, wondering if this is just what being an adult feels like now. It is not. Your ferritin was never checked. Cortisol is your biological ignition switch. Every morning it should spike sharply, powering the factory up for the day. When you are chronically stressed, that spike flattens. The lights flicker on at half power and just stay there. But while your morning cortisol drops, your evening levels stay elevated. Energy lowest when you need it most, highest when you are lying in bed at midnight while your brain reviews every decision you made since 2019. Tired all day, wired at midnight. Not because of your sleep, because your cortisol is running the wrong program at the wrong time. Here is where the standard medical approach reveals its biggest blind spot. These 3 hormones do not fail separately, they fail together. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which directly suppresses thyroid function. So while your thyroid test looks normal, your cells may be receiving a fraction of the active hormone they need. The factory is producing power, it is just not reaching the machines. Low ferritin makes this worse. Iron is critical in the process that converts thyroid hormone into the active form your cells can use. Without enough ferritin, that conversion slows. The order went out, the delivery got lost. The machines are still waiting. And then the loop closes. Chronic stress burns through iron reserves faster than your body replaces them, depleting ferritin further, impairing thyroid function further, producing less energy, making your body feel more stressed, raising cortisol more, round and round, getting tighter, getting harder to explain in a 5-minute appointment while your doctor is already typing up the referral for the next patient. This is why fixing your sleep does not fix the exhaustion. Why eating better does not fix it. Because you were treating the output while the root cause continued quietly underneath. When you do go back to your doctor and ask for specific tests by name, free T3, free T4, TSH, ferritin, not just hemoglobin, morning cortisol between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. Write them down before you go,
what brings you in today?
because brain fog is real and you will forget at least 2 of them the moment you sit in that chair. If you are told your bloods are normal, ask which tests were run. Normal TSH with low free T3 is not normal thyroid function. Ferritin of 12 with normal hemoglobin is not normal iron status. These distinctions matter, and they are almost never made in a standard appointment. For most of human history, exhaustion in women was treated as a feature rather than a symptom. Tired women were nervous women, dramatic women, women who just needed to slow down and stop taking on so much. The science tells us something completely different. Fatigue is not drama, it is data. Specific, measurable, testable data that your body has been trying to give you for longer than you realize. Your exhaustion is not weakness, it is information. And the difference between a woman who spends a decade being told she is fine and a woman who finally gets answers is often simply knowing which questions to ask. You know the questions now. Share this with every woman in your life who has been told her bloods are normal and gone home still exhausted. Subscribe to MedUnlocked for the medical facts that everyone deserves access to.